NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Bills on Sunday Night Primetime.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I have to believe at his age, you savor situations like this because nobody knows better than he does that getting to the playoffs is simply not that easy. This is where he's got to call upon all of his knowledge of all the games he's played in the past, draw from it, and find a way to win a game. Because not only do you want to savor getting there, you also want to have success as well.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Wilson completes Austin here over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. This one finds Austin outright. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. And this is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Von Miller, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Austin brings in the quick throw. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find this.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Van Jefferson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They run it again with Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cook up the gut. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Allen. Shakir hauls it in. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Davis. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now a stoppage here as we return to Orchard Park. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 from the 44. Here's Allen to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win a line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2.
Tyler pass on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
27. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Hamler now on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. James Cook running back out now. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got room. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 71 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's taken down inside the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And hold on here, because Run, and looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Up the middle to Davis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing now is Allen. That is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They go play action now. Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the right side with Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down. Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
2nd and 9.
They hand this off to Harris. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The offense on third down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Marquez Callaway
from 6 yards away.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick 6. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick 6, it's demoralizing. But when you look over the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you kind of put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Allen.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To the air, Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Allen again.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
122 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Cook up the gut. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Well, now how about this return?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now it's Wilson.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Wilson.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Wilson.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again here, Wilson.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
In
Coach,
Denver, where you see the final score there. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
they run it again with Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Allen. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Jefferson moving in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now here's Samuel on the end around. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Cook.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Allen now looks to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on third and long.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Now, during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
159 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Allen. forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Cole Holcomb, he got a hand on that throw and knocked it down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching them. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Here's Allen to throw it.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 85. Look out.
Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Regular. That's it.
Now Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Fights through and now a crease. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go again with Davis. Runs over him. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis from 17 yards out. And the Bills are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. 8 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. Now he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Bass on for the extra point.
And the lead is now 13. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Harris running straight ahead, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Patterson.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now out come the Bills. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there, and we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team. Okay, absolutely. I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff, because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
To the air, Allen. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Up the middle to Davis. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, it's Allen.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hopkins.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Past the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. Wilson will throw again.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Wilson to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw is Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they will take a knee here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Allen. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Wilson.
That went behind his man, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
That is caught.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.